2027 receiver Kesean Bowman just committed to Oregon. Just want to remind y'all, because he's a 2027, we're going to be watching sophomore film here. Remember that these kids are going to be younger. They're not going to be as far along as a good deal of the prospects we watch on here. So it won't be 2 years till he's actually walking onto a college campus, but we're going to evaluate him nonetheless. I could already tell you, athletically, he doesn't look underdeveloped as a sophomore. 6 foot, 175, Brentwood Academy in Tennessee. Like I said, committed to Oregon. If you guys are interested, I have a lot of Oregon 26 commits up already. Bryson Beaver, Tredarian Ball. Feel free to, or please check them out if you guys have the free time. I'd appreciate it. So we're going to keep this about Kesean Bowman today. What do I like about him? Just a great athlete. Explosive, very long speed's very good. You can see right here just outrunning the corner. This looks like, I don't know what this looks like, to be honest. Cover 3 maybe, and this kid didn't even have a chance. So when we talk about playing receiver, a lot of people mention 3 dimensions, right? There's the before the catch as a route runner, at the catch point, how the ball skills are, and how this kid is with the ball in his hands. I could already tell you 2 plays in, I feel really good about the ball skills, and you'll see him come up again and again, but that's what really stood out for me. Great athlete, but for a sophomore, already has an understanding of ball tracking. Very competitive at the catch point. That'll show up a couple times throughout this tape. When he's not outrunning everybody, you'll see him just very aggressive at the catch point. Here's another one, over 2 people here. It's not just a physical thing. It's not just an athletic thing, but it's a timing thing also, a bit more of a mental thing. And you can see he timed that one very well, high-pointed that ball well. Here's one, just a 3-yard drag, but this isn't even a route, really. We talk about route running. This is him just outrunning everybody here. And then all of a sudden you see the rack ability, and an understanding of how to make people miss in the open field. Want to see that show up in the route running, and you could already see he's got change of direction ability. Definitely feel good about the 40 time, the long speed, very competitive at the catch point. This is 4 plays in for a sophomore, and you already see why he's a 5-star. So a lot of exciting stuff going on in Brentwood with this kid, but we'll let the tape run, and I'll try to see if there's anything else to mention. You'll see some defensive highlights. My understanding, and from my eyes also, he looks like a good corner prospect. I just think he's too dynamic with the ball in his hands to kind of keep him on the defensive side of the ball. But, a lot could change in 2 years. Like I said, these sophomores, a whole different world when these kids actually going to be walking into a college campus, 2 yards down the line. But lot to like with Kesean Bowman, man. Like, this is 40 time here. Want to see some route running show up on this highlight tape. We'll let it run a little bit, but here's the hips, change of direction. This is so smooth, and I know we're evaluating him as a receiver, but as a football player, you see this show up with the ball tracking also, him able to change his body, be flexible, adjust to the ball. Some offensive stuff showing up on the other side of the ball, but let this tape run a little bit here. To me, this is an explosiveness and a ball skills clip here. Just look at, he's full tilt at 5 yards. He's already moving at full tilt, and then a bit underthrown here. Times the jump perfect. Great ball skills. So I think now the things that are kind of holding him back naturally is just going to be the frame. 6 foot 170 is just going to be a bit undersized, but as a sophomore in high school, we're not worried about that. Even 6 foot, that's on the smaller end, but not worried about it, especially with the way he moves. And again, the ball skills, he plays a lot bigger, I think, than he's listed. Absolutely no issues with what he is athletically. Just in high school, you could see they're asking him to do a lot of just running in a straight line. This was a nice comeback route here. Snap this off really quick. You just don't see that much route running in high school yet, and that's just because of the offense he's playing. And you see how easy the change of direction is when he has the ball in his hands. Just that one like 3-yard drag we saw him turn into a 50-yard gain. It's pretty easy with Kesean Bowman, I think, to see just what caliber of prospect this guy is. So we have 2 more years of high school film, we're just going to want to see if they start asking him to run some more routes. That's the coaching thing. Even if he doesn't, the day one on Oregon, they're going to start working into him some of the more nuanced route running stuff. But, as an athlete and really just as a football player, it's going to be one of the top guys, I think, in 2027. You guys let me know what you think about Kesean Bowman. And again, if there's anybody else in 2026, 2027 you want me to get up on my channel, or even I'll just respond to you guys and give you my thoughts in the comments, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching.